All right, so we are almost 7 o'clock. Get everything blowed down. Can't really see nothing, but other than what's in the bed. We're supposed to have rain tomorrow, but I think it's got down to like 40 or 50%. So we're definitely gonna try to get this done. If not, then tomorrow we'll be hauling logs. At least get some of these logs cut up and moved out of the way. So we're probably about, I'd say we're almost 3/4 way. After end of tomorrow, we'll be about 3/4 way done. So we'll see how it goes. I mulched up a bunch of it. I didn't record nothing because it was already dark, so ain't no sense of recording something when you can't even see. But anyway, we'll see you in the morning. All right, so we got here, started hammering down a little bit. Grant brought the Paladin brand grapple, but I got to go get the different couplers, so that would really help us on that job. We should have just thought about that earlier when we first started, but it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead. What that was. So we're gonna go ahead. We got a few logs. Probably tomorrow we got the guy coming for the stumps, so that's at least enough for a load. Dang, it's rough this morning. But Grant's gonna go ahead and start cutting some stuff while I'm fixing to start pushing. Got that moved out of the way. I mulched a little bit last night. You can kind of see what I laid down, mulched up, moved out of the way. So we got these three and then that one right there and these three right here to push, and then we're gonna push these two down, and then we're gonna start laying all the corner stuff over this way, and then just lay it that way we can bring the material down. So I got everything greased up. We ready to roll. Once we get that grapple, we'll be able to move material faster. It's what we should have done, but it is what it is. But I brought my pallet forks, but I don't think it's enough to help out as much as I think it would. All right, got all these cut. We just got to move them. He's gonna go ahead. We're getting everything going. Cat's got all the couplers for the grapple. I'm gonna go grab them shortly, but I'm gonna help him get all these where we can get them organized and cut, so when I'm gone he can be cutting and moving. And then the cat's about 40 minutes away, so we'll have to get everything organized real quick before I leave. So see what we can't do. All right, so we got the grapple on. We had to go get some of the standards for my skid steer. I got a long one. We're gonna go ahead and hook this up. We're gonna take the mulcher off. I gotta clean off the stuff, and then Grant cleaned this lower side up and then pushed for about 6 to 8 of them, laid them down. So now we got them right there. I'm gonna get the log grapple these, throw these up here, and that way we'll be ready for tomorrow. We got some wind and weather coming tonight. I think they said 4 or 6 o'clock when it's supposed to start rolling in, but we're gonna still work till dark. So we're gonna go ahead and start pushing and going. So gotta get these stoochies off. Gotta remember how I took them off, so can't remember. But anyway, let's get to it, and then we'll hook the grapple up, and that's a heavy duty one, so we'll get that going. All right, I got the grapple. I just don't like the hoses. You can see right here they're bending a little bit, so I left that gate open. I just don't like how that hose is bending like that. I'll tell you one thing, this cat's pretty monstrous with this thing. Oh, nice. It's nice to have it. I'm thankful to have it. surprised if I could get more jobs like this, I would have bought one already, but I haven't. I've only had like a couple of them really. This right here will help us grab some of these chunks. Grant's going to show me how to use it to where you can grab some of these chunks and kind of level as well. So catching some rocks. It's my first time using a grapple, so he told me once it stops, don't push it anymore. You'll blow seals out of the, I guess, the cylinder or something. Man, it's gonna make stuff easier this way. Just wish I hadn't waited so late, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Need to fix that hose. It's already wrapped up in the wrong spot. Something on the cylinder, I don't think something's tight. Alright, before it gets too dark, I blew a hose. See if I can get the lights to turn on. I was pushing a pile and this paladin, it's sandwiched in here, so I'm gonna check both of them to see which one. Hopefully it's not, it isn't the one I was thinking it was. It's this one right here. Can't even see nothing. Well, he was going pretty good as well. And obviously it sandwiched and blew the hose. So I'm gonna check that other one because I'm gonna be mad. But see how that's falling down in there? We've wrapped it up through there. Really needs a tube to run through on the back side right here where the about right in here, like a tube it goes through all the way over here to there. So I think pretty much got sandwiched and caught 2 or 3 times. Every time I'd open it up, it wouldn't move forward or backward. so it ended up being sandwiched. So it's annoying. Yes, Cat does have these for hoses, but they're not long enough. You put it down through there to prevent it to catch, but it hasn't. We tried it a while ago, so. But Grant's out there pushing everything over that he can see. Then we've got the dump truck guy coming in and picking up all these stumps. So, and I think a couple hours worth of work. Then we still got several trees, probably another 30 trees to drop or more. So Grant's pushing over as much as he can. But it's all that, I gotta figure out where to get this made up. That way I can get here early in the morning or whatever. All right, getting everything ready. We had some rain. Got some coolant. I don't know what it is about these cats. They drink a little coolant and they're like, oh, people's like, that's not normal. Like, well, you ain't never owned a cat, so. But anyway, obviously you can tell we had some rain. I got the stuff I need. I got it fixed last night. Or got the hoses on the way home, so they're like 10 minutes down the road is a parts store or O'Reilly's. So we're gonna go ahead and get this fixed before I crank them up and let them get warmed up. We're gonna definitely start dropping trees today. It being wet, it's gonna be helpful as well, so that way we can push more out of the way. So it's gonna be a muddy mess, but got clients waiting and more piling up. So we'll have a dump truck guy here in the morning. That way we can go ahead and load him up. This is probably about 2 loads, hopefully a bit more. If I have to, I'll come out here with a chainsaw and cut some of these long roots off of it. But let's get these warmed up and going, and we'll wait for Grant to get here. Tell you one thing, it is muddy, and then it's just one of them days. Just should have stayed home. It's gonna be nasty and muddy. Probably gonna try to blade some of this in this lower side, because I think it's gonna be a little bit before they can actually start building. We're gonna go ahead and get these stumps cut, and I'm gonna start bringing them in. You see it's humped all the way down that way, so we're gonna try to get these cut. We gotta find the chainsaws. We left them yesterday, so I'm not sure, but small rocks. My plan is to blade this. Today's got to get at least 80 degrees, but it's only supposed to be 60. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stumps to go ahead and cut, and we just got a few more trees back there to start pushing this way. We lack just this corner and just some up here, so probably another about 20, 25, 30ish. I'd say about 30 total. So most of them are real small. They'll lay down, so hopefully the sun will come out and start drying some out. We'll plan on trying to blade some of this to level it up, but as well as throw some of these tops on here and then put some mulch down to help dampen the dampen everything. So Grant getting here. I got here before he did because I got the hose on and got all that good stuff. So it's just one of them things that you just got to make sure everything's ready to roll. All the fluids are up, everything's greased. So oh yeah, it's going pretty good. So we lacked about right there where the chainsaws are, probably about an extra 10 foot on that side to kind of clean up. And there's a couple dozer piles right in here, 2 of them. I feel like wearing high heels. Georgia clay. But we're going to go ahead and start cutting these, and then have Grant come over here, and then that way I can pick these up, start hauling the logs up that way. We still got to start mulching, but it may be too muddy. So, but he pushed these right for dart. So we got these right here, and well, we got the dump truck guy up here. We tried to haul some stumps, but they got burrs on them, so they're not really wanting to come off the truck. I wish I had a big end dump, but we can only do so much what we can do. So not sure how this is going to go. We got people coming in and out. Just trying to make a nasty day useful, since we can be right here and make a little mud right here. But I don't know. We're gonna try to go over down there. Moved a couple stumps up here, but have a lot of loads. All right, so we had to call the big guy out here. Definitely worth every penny. All right, he's gonna go ahead and push 2 more, and then we got the tops. We pretty much got this whole lower side cleaned up now. We just got to start on that. We probably got another 20, I'd say about another 20 trees. Most of them gonna be mulched up. We're gonna blade everything and then come in and mulch it where it needs to to be like a bed of chips. So hopefully it'll dry out. Sun's right out. Once we open some of these trees up, it'll all do a little better. But we got enough for another load of stumps, and then we got a crap ton of logs, and that guy's going to help us, so it'll be pretty nice. See if he can push that over. Definitely was told there's definitely going to be some more projects, but we definitely got to get us a 25 or 30 or at least 35,000 pound excavator. That's awesome. So once he gets a bunch of them knocked down, then I'm gonna go over there and cut the tops out of them, and then he's gonna take the stumps and then pick them a little bit. So looking pretty good. First commercial job I'm doing this. Hopefully I can keep getting a bunch of them. But luckily, literally the dump's like right on the other side of this, on the other side of that road over there, so very close by. And there's gonna be like $25 a load for stumps. So we got a crap ton of logs right there, a bunch there, and we got a bunch of these to cut, so probably another 2-3 stacks. And then we're gonna blade this tomorrow, blade everything down, and then take this mulch, use the grapple to, you know, filter it out. All right, so they came, got all the stumps. That right there cost me $500 a load, which pretty much if I had somebody come in and do that, I probably could have found somebody a little cheaper or something else, but that'd have been more load. So it's $25 a load, but that was them helping me out since we're just right over the road. And the person that pulled it had some connections as well. So I got to fill this up, and then I'm gonna run down there. We're gonna try to get at least all these trees knocked down. That way we can go ahead and get everything brought up here for him in the morning. So they're open on Saturday, half a day, or till 11. So yeah, the dogs are going ham. But yeah, let's get that, and then Grant's going to lunch, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all this started and cut, all the stumps and tops cut. All right, so we got this lower corner done. We got the stump guy, or the stump removal guy coming up, picking up the rest of what we got here. I'm gonna try to drop everything the night before I leave, at least get the stumps cut off, or stumps cut off in the morning. But we got enough for him to load, and by the time he gets unloaded, and comes back, we'll be able to have another set for him tomorrow mornings. But Grant's got to leave early. You can kind of see we got a lot done. I mean, 2-man band with 2 little things, but you say what you want, but we've been hammering down. So luckily it's pine. If it's hardwood, good luck. I wouldn't have done this job just with what I have. But anyway, let's do a little bit of time lapse of trying to clean up before he has to leave and before it gets too dark. All right, this has been a blessing to have. Got something stuck down in there, but we got enough for probably a load. But we got a few more stumps, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut these, or not cut, but push these over, all these all the way down. So pretty much about right in here, just start going down this way and cut it, so that way they'll have this. You can see, let's get a little bit of a shade on the puppies. So pretty much we're going to go right down in here. We're going to thin out some of the junky ones out through there, but definitely got to get these. That way when we get here in the morning, we can go ahead and clean these up, take the logs, and throw them to the side. That way we'll have these stumps, and at least we can get 3/4 of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this before it gets too dark, and probably work a little bit late tonight as well. Something's got these dogs stirred up this morning. It's stupid loud. Anyway, we're here early this morning. Was gonna have the stump guy come up this morning, but he had something come up. But it's a Saturday and the dump closes at 11, so we'll try to get everything done since Grant's not able to be here. But I dropped all these up here. You can kind of see starting to dry up just a little bit, but I dropped all them right there. There's a few more in that corner I got to drop. But other than that, we got to finish that lower side. But my plan is to clean the rest of these up, and then probably start trying to blade some up to where it's a little bit level, and start throwing tops down. That way we can mulch them up. So, but yep, that's what we got. So we're gonna try to finish out today, and then tomorrow will be Sunday, so we'll try to start cutting logs Sunday, and then hopefully we'll have all the stumps and the trees, because we got to finish that lower side. Just a few more down here, and then this corner down here. So I'm gonna try to get that done. I'm gonna try to go ahead and, after I get all these stumps, then I'm gonna start on dropping them, and then the rest of it will be cutting logs, moving them, and then having that guy with a big knuckle boom or the grapple truck to come in and take the rest off. So yep, let's get the machines running. Go ahead and get everything warmed up. This ought to tell you something about this paddling grapple. I've got 3 long logs. I mean, these things are 60-80 foot long. So, 2 of them's still got the stump on it, and 1 of them's been cut off. They may not be big, but I'm telling you what, it's a little load for this, but I mean, it hauls it pretty good. I mean, I picked up 3 of them, so I think the tines could be a little bit further down, so that way you don't eat the ground as bad. But that thing is picking up, and we have already moved half the stuff that we've already cut. So once I was trying to get back here and get on this backside to push all this debris up, and then that way I pick these logs up and push them out that way. Tipping. See, I started putting the logs over there, so that way when Grant gets here tomorrow, we can just cut all the stumps and then keep the logs there, and then we can start cleaning up tomorrow, and then sifting everything around. But we got another 5 more logs down that way. We got a bunch back here, so we just threw them to the side, but definitely may have to blade this a little bit today and then start mulching some, because it's starting to pile up pretty good bit. So we still got about another 10-15 trees to drop. Probably about 6 to 7 of them is probably where I can just mulch it, but other than that, the other ones is for logs. It's about to get real. Got them logs down there moved. Still had 1 down there, but I wasn't really worried about it. Still got to push some trees down. Got a bunch of them pushed over here and brought up. Brought a few more stumps, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and mulch that lower side, because we just got so much. We're already down with this, so we can just mulch all that lower side and then start pushing them trees this way. That way we can put the tops and mulch everywhere which way we need to. So we still got logs on the other side of here, still got some here, we still got some on the lower side, but as long as after the end of the day I can drop the rest of them that needs to be dropped. There's 5 right in there, and then there's probably about 6 to 8 over here. So, but we're looking good, because I brought them up here. I was wanting them brought up here, but that way I can get in and out. So but yeah, that way me and Grant can just go ahead and start cutting the stumps, bringing them up, and then he can come get them Monday morning. So oh yeah.